Hi loves, welcome back to my channel. This is Sew with Somi. On today's tutorial, I'll be showing you how to cut and sew this simple shift dress with a funnel sleeve. If this is your first time here, welcome to my channel. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Let's get started. For this tutorial, I'm making use of 2 yards of crepe. I have my scissors, my tape and my chalk. On my table, I've folded both the front and the back piece together because I'll be cutting the both of them together. And remember, this gown has no zip at the back. So I've marked out my starting line. From the starting line, I will take my vertical measurements. So the first point I'll be marking out will be my chest line. So for my chest line, I came down 9 inches for my chest line. So for you to get your chest line, just divide your round bust by 6. Whatever you have, add 1.5 inches to that. So let's say your bust is 36. Whatever 36 give you, if you divide it by 6, add 1.5 inches to that. After marking out my chest line, I'll take from my shoulder to my waistline, which is 16 inches. So I'll mark out my waistline, which is 16 inches. After that, I'll take from my shoulder to my hip point, which is 25 inches. My shoulder to my hip point is 25 inches. So I'll mark out 25 inches for my hip point. After marking it out, the next point I'll be taking will be the full length of my gown. So I want my gown to be 35 inches. But I added 2 inches to that, so making it the total length of 37 inches. I'll be using the 2 inches to hem it. So I'll be marking out 37 inches for the full length of my gown. After marking it out, now we're going to take our horizontal measurement, which means now we're going to be dividing our measurements. On my chest line, I'll be taking my round neck measurements. So I'm working with a neck width of 3 inches. And I came down 1 inch for the back neckline. The depth of the back neckline is 1 inches. I'll connect both points together. For the front, I'll be making use of 3 inches. So the depth is 3 inches and the width is 3 inches for the front. And I'll connect both points together. So guys, this fabric is very light and it was moving a whole lot. I'll connect the neckline for the front together. After connecting my front neckline, I'll take my round shoulder measurement. My round shoulder is 15 inches. 15 divided by 4 gives you 7.5. I'll mark the same 7.5 on my chest line, so I can have a straight line. I'll connect both points together. After connecting, I'll come down 1 inch for my shoulder slope. I'll connect that to the neck width. This will help your shoulder to sit properly. After connecting, I'll measure what I have left. From the 1 inch to my chest line, I have 8 inches left, and I'll take half of that measurement, which is 4 inches. On my chest line, I'm going to take my round bust measurement. On my chest line, I'm marking my round bust measurement, which is 36 divided by 4 will give you 9. So I'll connect that point to the 4 inches I marked out. So this is me curving out my armhole. This is my armhole curve. After curving it out, I'll add ½ inch for ease. I'll add ½ inch for ease. And 1 inch for stitching. I'll come to my waistline. I'll take my round waist measurement. So my waist is 30. 30 divided by 4 will give you 7.5. I'll add half inch for stitching and 1 inch for I'll add half inch for ease and 1 inch for stitching, and I'll connect that to the chest line. So guys, if you don't understand what I'm saying, please watch what I'm doing, follow my hands, it's easy to understand. I'll come to my hip line. I'll take my round hip measurement. My hip is 41 divided by 4 will give you 10 and a quarter. I'll add half inch for stitching, and I'll add half inch for ease and 1 inch for stitching, and I'll connect that point to the waistline. I'll measure what I have on my waist, on my hip line. Whatever I have there, I'll take it down to the full length of the gown. I'll mark out the same measurement I have on my hip on the full length, and I'll connect both points together. So after connecting, this is what I have. It's that easy to cut out your gown. So this is how to cut out a basic simple gown. So I'll cover out my armhole very well. After covering out my armhole, I'll cut out. So all I'm doing here is just cutting out my fabric. So I'm cutting out every excess I have. First of all, we are cutting out the back neckline. Remember, we have both the front and the back together. So we'll cut out the back, then we'll cut out the rest of the excess we have. After cutting out, we'll separate the front from the back. After separating, all we have to do is to cut out the front neckline. So remember that this gown has no zip, so after cutting we'll slit so that our head can pass through. So we'll slit it. This will enable our head to pass through. Let's cut out our sleeve. So for my sleeve, I folded my fabric into 4, so I'll cut both the front and the back, so I can cut out the both sleeves together. The length I'm working with is 23 inches and the width is 12 inches. I didn't have enough fabric, so if you have enough fabric, you can make it longer. So from the starting line, I will mark out 5 inches. So guys, I'll still give out a full tutorial on how to cut out a sleeve. So this is how I just mark out my sleeve anytime I'm in a hurry. I just mark it out this way. I came down 5 inches. After marking out my 5 inches, my fabric was moving a whole lot, and it was difficult it was difficult for me to work with. So after marking out my 5 inches, I came to the tip of the folded edge and I marked out X. So just watch what I'm doing. I'm marking out something that looks like X, or you can call it 2. So this is how I mark out my sleeve anytime I'm in a hurry, but I'll still give a detailed tutorial on that. After marking this out, I'll measure what I have there. I'll measure what I have there to be sure that I have my armhole, my round armhole. So after getting, I've gotten my round armhole, I'm going to mark that out. Then I'll connect that to the edge of my fabric. So I'll connect it to the hem, to the edge of the hem. So guys, please just watch where my hands are going. Just mark it to the edge or to the hem of the gown, of the sleeve. Like, this voiceover is really holding me today, so just watch my hands, please. After that, we cut out. So I'm cutting out the 2 sleeves together. After cutting out our sleeve, we are going to cut out facing for our dress. So this is what I have after cutting out. So now I have folded another fabric into 2 and I placed my front neckline on it to cut out a facing. So whatever I'm doing for this, I'll do it for the back equally. I'll cut out a facing for the back. So all I did was I folded another fabric into 2. I placed my front neckline on it and I cut out the shape I have. So the width of my facing is 3 inches. So fold another fabric into 2. Place your your neckline on it and cut out a facing. So whatever I'm doing for the front, I'll do the same for the back. I'll cut out my facing. After cutting, this is what I have. So guys, remember to slit it. So here I'm done hemming my neckline. I've hemmed the front neckline. This is what I have, and I also did the same for the back, and I joined my shoulder. So now I'll get my front sleeve. I'll get one of the sleeves, I'll place it on the shoulder, then I'll pin it all around. Get one of your sleeve, pin it all around from the shoulder. So whatever I'm doing for this side, I'll do it for the other side. After pinning, I'll take it to the machine to join. So after joining, this is what I have. I've joined the sleeve to the dress and I equally hemmed it. I used the bias in hemming mine, and I equally hemmed the hem of the dress. This is what I have. So everything is looking good and neat.